Hi, my name's Daisy and today I'm doing a tag video. In specific, it's the Epic Reads tag video that they just made recently. I wasn't tagged in it, but I was like, you know what, screw it, I want to do it. So yes, I'm being a rebel. I feel like I haven't done a tag video in a very long time, so I thought this one was perfect and I'm just gonna get started and start answering questions. You guys probably know by now that I'm having a 21st tea party that's Mad Hatters themed, so it's kind of a little bit obvious that in this instance I would pick Lewis Carroll and the Mad Hatter. You would be drinking a lot of tea, maybe spiked tea, because you never know in Alice in Wonderland what's going to happen. It might taste like gravy for all we know. I'd also probably be eating mushrooms and going tall and tiny and everything else, and like tiny enough to be Thumbelina sized, just to see what it was like, just, you know, because I'm curious. And probably a few jam tarts and sandwiches and everything else, but it would be madness and all the food would be weird probably tasting anyway, but that's okay, I can deal with that. Sadly, I don't actually own a physical copy of this because I have it on my Kindle, but I want a Hunger Games prequel, which we have Haymitch and his games, because that would just be amazing, and it's like madness and everything because there's so many people in it, and I'd just like to see how he won it. I know they kind of explain how he won it, but I want to see it from like his eyes and everything else because I think it would be interesting. I think it'd just be interesting to see another one of these special Hunger Games as well, because we only see one of them. I would want Morpheus from the Splintered series and Magnus Bane from the Shadowhunter world, because together they would just create so much mayhem. And they're magical and they remind me of each other in the sort of the presence that they are, and also how physically they look the same-ish. But I think it would just be crazy and I would love to see that, and I'm pretty sure that Magnus Bane could probably sway Morpheus into having a relationship with him, especially if he's like, ooh, magic, lots of things, I'll animate all your moths for you. It would be Cassandra Clare, and I'd probably shake her hand and say thank you for everything that you've done, but also I'm a reviewer and can I have your next book before it's released so I can review it? Yeah, no, I'm a cheeky sausage. You might not have heard of this actually if you're outside of the UK, because I'm not sure if it was ever published outside of the UK, but it's Little Rabbit Foo-Foo. It's actually a children's book, but that book I used to read so much and it was ridiculous how much I read that book. However, I really love it, and the fact that I really loved it as a kid, I was like, there must be more stories like this, let me read more, and that basically became me being a reader, and it just, yeah, it's a weird one to really make you a reader, but I've been a reader since I was a kid, so it obviously makes kind of sense that a children's book would kind of have made me want to go, I want to read everything. If you can't tell, I don't like this question. Although I have tons of signed books and everything else, I think I would actually rescue this book, and I know I only recently hauled it and it's very new to me. However, it has so much history, and all the other books I could buy again, and yes, it would suck if I lost one of my signed books. However, this has so much history to it and it's something that's really special to me and I kind of want to keep close, and it's just, I think it's something that you couldn't really replace, and you can buy new paperbacks and everything, but this has got so much history to it. Bearing in mind we are in 2015 and this is from 1951, so you can kind of understand why I'm like, I need to keep it. I would want to live in a post-Allegiant world, and I think that's probably the most safest dystopian world that I can think of, and I wouldn't want to be in the Hunger Games because I would die real quick. Also, 4 lives in it, so that's reason enough. You can totally hit me up if you want 4. Yeah. This book for sure. This whole series, in fact, has brought me so much joy, a lifetime's worth of enjoyment, and it's brought me friends, it's brought me, like, new thoughts about things, how to think about things, and courage and everything else. And it's just got me through some really rough times sometimes just reading Harry Potter and everything else, and it's a world of imagination, and it really made me want to read more as well. Even though I was already a reader, it just made me think how amazing writing can be. Next thing is to tag some friends and do a book shimmy, so I'm gonna do my shimmy now. The book shimmy, 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 shimmer. I'm gonna tag Kit Kats Can Read, Megan Olivier, Collie of the Wobbles, Lucy the Reader, and Sarah Churchill. If you'd like to do this video as well and you weren't tagged, do what a Daisy does and just do the video anyway and go, screw it, I can do it. That's my video over and done with, and I will be doing my bi-weekly wrap up over the weekend, and I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. Thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing, and happy reading. Bye bye!